And I know what you do is so important for female health, postmenopausal, obviously for females at any stage. Can you
Yeah.
talk more about your work in that level and that world for the female aspect? I know we've been talking a lot about my own just
Yeah.
selfish questions here, but talk to me on the female work that you do in hormones and longevity.
Yeah, I think the key for helping women live healthier, live a more proactive life, and more a healthier way of living and improved well-being is going to be hormone replacement. Because think about it, when you go through menopause and around late 40s, early 50s, for a lot of women, their ovaries shut down. It would be the equivalent of our testicles shutting down, right? So they lose their estrogen, they lose their testosterone, they lose their progesterone. They start having the hot flashes, the body changes, the fat comes on, they start losing their hair, libido goes down, they get the vaginal dryness, all that stuff can happen. But that's kind of the part of the aging process. But if you can replace that safely to levels that are, where they're younger again, you can really help them feel alive again. Because a lot of these ladies tell me they're having depression, they have no libido. My marriage is on the verge of, or my relationship's on the verge of breaking up. Because I have no libido, my husband, et cetera, our intimacy's gone to, it's been shot. But replacing that and giving all these, it's really empowering to women to give them these hormones back so that they can enjoy life again. And a lot of them get off antidepressants, a lot of them get off their medications. They're active again, they're going to the gym, they're actually adding muscle and noticing positive changes within their body and on their physical appearance. And so, I think it's a different world with ladies because you're kind of managing so many hormones. Men are a little easier because you're basically managing like 2 or 3 hormones, whereas women, you're managing a whole slew of hormones to kind of make sure everything's in balance.
That's fascinating. I had no idea that's what menopause was all about. I knew it was this word of like, I tried to dance around and avoid, and I knew it was a musical, but I had no idea. That's crazy. What about premenopausal? Is it still like, obviously there's a lot more hormones, and I'm not going to act like I know anything about the female hormones. Is hormone replacement and what you do from a longevity health optimization standpoint, is that still really important for females
It's so important. And I think the sooner you start it, the more beneficial it will be. So as soon as you start having those changes and noticing those hormone fluctuations, it's good to get a blood test and see where you're at. And to try to, I don't want to say keep you out of menopause. There's no way to avoid menopause, but we can start the hormones a little early so you don't suffer through menopause. You don't have those side effects that come with when your ovaries shut down. So it's important once you start noticing these changes, whether it's in your mid 40s, late 40s, whatever, that, go to your doctor or someone who specializes in this so they can check your hormones, see where you're at and monitor you, because you may not need all the hormones that are required for menopause. You may just need a couple or maybe just one, just to help you kind of bridge that gap and help you feel better to make that transition into menopause. And then once you hit menopause, we can always, replace it safely for you.